Good morning, everybody. It's a Monday and I'm out here at the chicken coop, and we are going to be putting in some heated water containers into the green coop. Normally, I'm going to flip this over, they're going to town over all the apple scraps, and as is Odin. He is too. So anyway, over here, it is a muddy mess out here. Sorry about the sun. I'll try to get around it here. Normally I put my water in the winter in here on a in that metal heated thing, and I have a heated disc that goes underneath of it. We're going to try something different this year. I'm going to utilize this coop over here, my green coop, since it's enclosed. I'm going to put the water in here, and they're going to go in here and drink their water and stuff like that. And at night, I'm actually going to close it up and make sure they all go to the big coop, because I want them all in the same coop over there during the winter time so they could all keep each other warm. So hang on. So what I did is we bought, believe it or not, this is a dog leash. We were going to do chains and eye hooks and all this other stuff, and my husband had this great idea to see if this would work. So hang on just a second. All right, so we have this big long chain rope, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap it around this bar, and then I'm going to hang. These are the heated waters that we got. Here's the plug-in. They're gonna hang off the floor, and I'm gonna have the power come in through here, kind of like I did with the baby chicks when they were in here with the brooder box. What I want to do is make sure there's enough length. What's cool is these have got their little dog thing, and I'm just gonna hook it up to here, and I see how far I want it off the floor. I want it to hang a little bit, or I just want it to maybe sit basically, hey, basically on the floor. Sorry, Odin was getting his, and then I'm going to wrap this around the bar. I don't want it to hang too much, I don't think, but I want to be able to get to it, because to fill it, I'll show you in just a minute, is super easy. There. I'm just going to have it rest on the floor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap this around couple times this way. Actually, there we go. I was wondering if I should wrap that one. No, that should be fine. And then I'm just gonna go, because I have two of these. I bought two of these waters since I have so many chickens. And we're gonna see how this works. I still have my other waters, the metal ones with the base plates. So if this doesn't work, we're supposed to have a heavy winter. We'll see. We normally don't get down below 22 often. We do get cold snaps. I'm up here in northeast Washington State. So it does happen. So let me wrap this around here, and I'll show you what it looks like in just a minute. Okay, my husband's a genius. Okay, so hang on just a second. All right, so here's the cords that are just wrapped around this bar that I have, this perching thing that I have up there. These are the waters. Now, are the birds going to sit up there and perch and I might get poop on there? Yeah, but that rinses off. It's nice and heavy plastic. I do have them up a little bit off the ground because I don't want them sitting in the feed. And then you just take the lid off here and you fill it, with water. Now, I wish these were bigger. These are 2-gallon poultry drinkers. I wish they had 3 to 5. That would be pretty heavy, and I'd obviously have to get a heavier one. So 2 gallons is about 15 pounds of water. So that is definitely going to hold it, because the chains. So what we got was the Maine Pet 15-foot tie-out, dog tie-out cable. Holds up to 60 pounds per one, so it's definitely going to hold what we need it to hold. So I'm really, really pleased with this. Now, I'm going to probably fill them up with water. Today, my battery died on my water pump, because I'm going to have to wait for that. I could go to the house and bring back a bit of 5-gallon, but I have a water pump, so I do that. Another cool thing is I can take these off and take them into the house and bring them back here during the winter time when it's super cold. Because I don't have a water, this is my water system out here. I have this big 350-gallon black tank. What I do is I usually, hook up my my pump to this, and I pump into my water. Now, during the wintertime, that freezes. I do have a heat stock tank heater that I put in there, so in the wintertime, I put the hose down through the top the inlet down through this inlet up here on top, and then I pump it out that way. Then of course I have to disconnect the hoses. It's kind of a pain in the ass. I have to take the hoses and the pumping with me every day. I put it down in our basement, and that's what I have to do. Next year we're looking at putting in a frost-free water line in here. I hope that happens. So anyway, everybody have a great day. We'll talk to you later, and have a great Monday.